Hi yogis, my name is Jenn Coats and I wanted to go over Ustrasana, camel pose with you. It's a pose that, like many back bends, if done improperly, can really stress or even injure the spine, particularly the lumbar spine. So I like to move into it in a less than traditional way, and so I'll show you the more traditional form to get into it and then the way that I like to get into it to bypass any of that compression. So traditionally, when we see camel pose taught, we see this. We're on the knees, hands are placed on the sacrum or the low back, and then we're told to lift up out of the pelvis. What I don't like about this is that when we lift up, all of the weight is moved into the hands press forward, and then that weight is transferred into the low back, into the sacrum. So we end up actually compressing the lumbar spine, which we don't want. So how do we not do that? First, let's talk about the importance of the strength of your legs, foundation and core when you come into back bends. So in order to access that, we have to find the strength first, right? So come on to your shins. You can try this with me a couple times. We're not going to back bend yet. We're just going to set up and access that strength. Knees right under the hips, and then just pull up on the low belly. So energetically pull up, tailbone drops down. You feel the firming sensation already in your core. Keep that, and then all I want you to practice doing is just hinge back, straight line from knees, hips, shoulders, and you're going to feel a lot of quad and core strength, so foundation fires. Hinge back, press into the balls of the feet, hinge forward. And then try that a few times. Hinge straight back, access the strength, and hinge forward. All right, set that aside. The other thing I'd like you to try before we come into full Ustrasana, full camel pose, is just to retract the scapula. So you can think of squeezing the shoulder blades together and then release. And then just try that a few times on your own. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. And can you do that without moving into your low back? So low belly up, retract scapula, release. So let's put both of those together and try coming into Ustrasana in this fashion without ever bringing our hands to the low back. So again, knees under hips, hip width apart, toes tucked. Toes tucked allows you to really access the strength of your legs better than when they're untucked. So toes tucked here, belly up, retract the scapula. We're not back bending yet, we're just setting up for the back bend. So with the scapula retracted, hinge back until you can hinge no more. And now with this strength, it's really hard, hands unfurl to the heels or blocks. And now I can lift up out of the pelvis and bypass any compression in the lumbar spine. Head back if it feels okay. To release this, reverse the way you came in. So shift the hips back. All of this fires. Press into the balls of the feet and use your quad and core strength to come up. Release and drop it down. So I hope that helps you to safely move into camel pose the next time you're on your mat, and enjoy. Namaste.